guys, how we doing? Back again, as usual. I'll just move that out of the way. So, here we are again. Just trying to think what buttons. That one there. So, back on the Night Rider again, as we do. And there we go. Sorted. So, last time we were messing about with these windows here. Yeah, and I got where I masked it and painted on the inside, but there was one bit that wasn't quite right. I'm trying to remember where it was. Was it on this one? No. So that was alright. The back window came out alright. It was this one. That's it. There's a little bit, you can't really see it very well. There's a little bit, just, let me get a knife. There's a little bit just there that needs touching up. Just a little tiny bit. And there's a bit on this side too. Let's see if I can get a bit of paper or something. You might be able to see it better. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit there that on that bottom corner, and a bit on the other side here. See if I can get it. You see it? A little bit missing there. So I'll get that sorted first before we do anything else. If you're watching on Facebook and that, at least say hello so I know you're there. Hi, whatever, in the comment, and then at least I know someone's there. I don't see too many people on there. No one on YouTube yet, but I'm not surprised because it was a last minute idea to go live. I didn't really set it up. I'm not here. Can't see you, Thomasin. That's all good. So I'll just put a bit of masking on there so I can get that. If I can get that right. Just try and get that line to line up. Like so. Oh, there's my brother as well. Alright, Robert. Graham, Robert. Hello, I lost my voice. Oh dear. Not good, pal. I'm just trying to line up that bit there. So I'll put a bit of mask in there, and I can just get that little chip there that's not quite right from last time. And I'll put a bit on the back there because I don't want no overspray causing any issues. I'll do the same this side. Yeah. It's just that little bit that I missed with the masking last time. That way we get rid of it and get it sorted now while we've got the opportunity. So I'm using the top notch airbrush this time. Same principle as the Grex, same way of cleaning it, same way of using it, adjustable at the back, etc. Nice and easy to use. 8 psi spray. Happy days. So my holidays away were great, good fun. Can't get the lid off. First of all, we went to Yorkshire Air Museum, which was cool. We've got Halifax in there, which is awesome. Let's get that lid on. What they got? That's too wide. Want a lower spray pattern. Just a little dot. Yeah, I went to Yorkshire Air Museum. That was cool. Then went to the Railway Museum. That was awesome. And in the archives room, there was our local train station signal box, which was mad. Yeah, just a little bit on them 2 bits. Happy days. That's that fixed. So yeah, the Railway Museum was awesome. The archives is really cool. Stuff that you don't expect to see in the back. Where else did I go? Eden Camp was smart. That was cool. Everything was cool. I tell you what was weird, going to where they film Heartbeat, and the sheep were just running about. There's no fences, there's no nothing. So the sheep are just everywhere, walking about like pedestrians, you know. That was kind of weird. Cool, but weird. Gonna get some cleaner. Clean out this airbrush. Yeah, want to clean up. Yeah, that was weird, man. Sheep running about everywhere, trying to avoid them and everything else. That was a bit strange. And then they had they got a steam railway goes through as well, so that was quite cool to see. Luckily we were there when the steam train came past, so that was smart. But I never forget the sheep. Out of everything there, it was the sheep that done it for me. It was nuts, just seeing them leaning up against doors and whatever. You know, you just don't expect that. Yeah. That should be as good now, hopefully. And then we went to Scarborough and a few other bits and bobs. And then we went to that diddly squat at Clarkson's farm, Malark. That was mad. It was really boggy and muddy and a mess with all the cars. So you can see why the council were moaning, but then it's their own fault because they did try, and he did ask if he could have a car park. So there you go. Anyway, that's that. That bit there is all done now on the inside. So now it looks smart on the outer edge there, all the way around. Nice and neat. Ooh. There you go. So it's all even now. That little chip's missing now, so it's all good. Right. That's the back window and front windscreen done. We'll give that a little polish later on before we fit it. I'm going to leave it on there because I don't want to scratch anything. And then we went to Riyadh. riot, whatever you want to call it. That was a bit wet. Great fun, but wet, you know. Seeing that B-52 flying sideways, the crab or whatever they want to call it, that was mental. So weird to see something flying sideways, landing and moving sideways on the runway. It was strange, that's for sure. But all good fun. 262 was cool. Seeing the 262 fly, that was different. I'm just trying to see what I've got to do here. It wants me to put the red bit in, but I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. Right. So. Trying to see which one is. What's that? Paint the black on the inside there. On sides. Cement windows, blah blah blah. 95. Paint on the black side. On the back side. 95. 95 is smoke grey. Right, they want me to spray this. Okay, so they want to spray. There's more spraying, I didn't realise. The two roof panels there. What's happening to Roberts? Hi Fred, hope you're doing well. Short team well. Great to see you back on the building, my friend. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, Richard. Yeah, I was going to go live when I come back, and then I didn't. Because I was at work, and then straight away, I came back on the Tuesday, I was at work on the Wednesday and the Thursday, so by Friday, no, wasn't happening. We've got two more clear parts here, but it's not going to be clear, it's going to be smoke colour, so I'm going to do it in a clear black for that. But I need to do black like I've done on there first, otherwise it won't work. Okay, there's a black frame around it. So yeah, F-35B was there, great. 262 was cool. Meteor sadly couldn't fly. Ejector seat problems, so too dangerous for the pilot if there was a problem, so sadly that didn't fly. It'd have been good to see that racing next to the 262, but it is what it is. Saturday at Riot, it was just the odd shower, and Sunday was the odd shower. Now, so I've got an inner frame there, I don't know if you can see that, the frosty kind of bit all the way around the edge there, that needs masking off and painting. So I suppose I better do that. The best way of going about that really is to cut a nice right angle on this tape and then pop it on the model. There's some squares first. Out of the way. So I I'm just going to cut some rough squares. Just roughly. There's a ping on my phone. Not that I can really look at my phone much, but we shall see what it says. Someone's messaging. I can't see Messenger when I'm live, so use this. Oh wait, someone sent a photo, that's all. Right, back to this. So I'm going to mask on the inside again. Tweezers. And I cut these into little squares, this bit of mask in here. I'm just going to pop them in each corner. There's my little square there. I'll pop that in that corner there first. Like so. Make sure I get it in the right place. Now, like that. And you can see that little square in that corner. I'm just going to pop one in each corner and then join the lines up. That's the easy way for me. Now, two more. A fun bit, huh? One. And last one on this one. Nothing exciting, I'm afraid. Now my four corners, and I can just join them up and get a nice straight line on them. Pop these ones on quick before I do that. Boom, 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 boom. Not able to be with you tonight. I was enjoying eye problems. No worries, Apple. You take care, buddy. Hope your eye gets better soon, or whatever it is that's wrong with it. I know the eye problem one myself, so not good. Fred, are you going to stop the new Airfix Seeking? Yes, pal, yeah, I am. If anyone's wanting the Airfix Seeking, I will be getting them in. And it'll be a good price, obviously. But I could do with knowing in advance, so I make sure I get enough in, because I'm going to be getting some for the shop, obviously, but I know definitely some people want it. I can get it in as a, you know, add it to my order, so then I can get more in. That makes sense. But yeah, the new Seeking looks good. I like 148. Still got my Wessex here. Do you remember when I done my Wessex? A lot of people, if you watched before, a long time ago, I done the Wessex, and I had the rotor blade sitting on pots, and I heated it with a heat gun in front of everyone, and it sagged, and then I turned it over. I've still got it. It's right here. Still here. As good as the day I built it, with the sag still on it. That was fun when I done that. But obviously the Seeking's 148, so that should be fun. Right, so that's that bit done. If I cut this now into a few strips, I should, in theory, be able to marry them up. That's too long. Should be able to join these lines up now, you see. On that one, because it's not got a very good straight edge on that one. Oh, I'll do me on there. Like so. I've joined it up now, the squares. And I just fill the middle with whatever. Yeah. A bit longer one there I could do with. Like so. On the other side. Yeah. So I've got to do all this and spray it from the inside to get that dark frame like I've done. Like I've done on that one. So I'll get a nice dark frame then, and then I'll do the clear black on the top. And in theory, as theories go, that should give me a tinted window. As theories go. So there's the squares all joined up. And then just any old bit of tape. Stick it in the middle there. And we should be good for the first stage of a tinted window. That's if I put that on the right way. Like that. Just fill in that centerpiece. Yeah, it looks nice, the Seeking, to be honest. Definitely took people by surprise anyway. So that's the centre all done. Nice big square there. I could have done bigger squares, but there's the fun in that. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the outside edge. Well, on the top edge. Like that. Just so there's no overspray going underneath, causing any issues. I don't want to deal with that effort and then it all goes pear-shaped because of a silly thing like that. Should have shares in masking tape, I think. And life seems to revolve around the stuff at the moment. So there, that's ready to spray now. And that side's protected. We'll get the other one done quick. And then we'll be good. And I'll quickly spray the inside of this to make that dark frame like the rest of the windows. And then we'll peel it off. and do the smoke colour to make it tinted. Get that lined up right. Now, boom, 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 boom. Put that one on first. Yeah. About that. Last side. Now, same shit again. Or the same thing again. Not a helicopter builder, but it's the Airfix kit. Same helicopter that was used. Is this the same helicopter we use in the United States Navy? Yes, I believe it is, mate, to be honest. I'm sure it had, I'm sure it's got a United States Navy option on it for markings. I believe, if I read it right when I looked at everything. Yeah, when I looked into it, I'm sure it said United States Navy on the Airfix website when I was looking at the different schemes that come with it. I can see there's one bit not quite lined up right, and we'll sort that quick. Two bits in fact. A bit there I'm not happy with. Now, well, my line's looking straight. And there's one bit just there. I like a good helicopter. Great fun building them. Unless it's a Rebel kit. I remember that build well. Hey, we're sorted. We're ready to spray. Just protect that. So, I'm going to be a little bit risky here. I'm going to use two different types of paints on this bit. And we should be alright. Keep our fingers crossed. Right, so we've got our two windows ready there. And I'm trying to, what I've got to do is do a frame like that first. Back to the old trusty airbrush. And the trusty paint. Alright Michael, how you doing fella, alright? Well, we'll go with the black first. Now, right. edges are down nice. It's weird. So there you go, simple as that. Just leave that to dry a minute. Oh, not too bad, thanks mate. For you on YouTube, I'm talking to somebody on Facebook there that's watching on the live Facebook feed. In case you think I'm talking to myself, I'm not. I haven't drunk that much. Now, that'll be dry in a couple of minutes. By the time I've cleaned out this. Alright Ron, how you doing fella? Turpits is still there, it will get done. I've just got to get this night rider out of the way for Michael that's watching, and once I've built that for him, I can get back onto the turpits and get that done. I always do, yeah. I feel like, you know, it's strange because you see when you're doing a live, obviously I can't see anybody, you know, so it's kind of like I'm talking to myself. See, if a customer comes in the shop, they'll be like, who the hell is he talking to? There's no one there. But in reality, I'm talking to you guys. So, it'd be quite funny. Hi Fred, hope you had a busy afternoon, pal. Alright Kenny, how you doing, pal? Cheers for popping in today. Good to see you, and a little chin wag, putting the world to right. As we do. Always good to see you, buddy. And of course, it's always a pleasure to take your money off your tea. Right, so that's that nearly dry, just about already. So it should be good in a minute to whip that masking off. Let me check this one first. Yeah, it's just about there. Just give it a couple more minutes and then I'll peel that off. I'll leave the backing bit on that's stopping any overspray, because obviously I'm only peeling the centre squares off that I've just done, and then I'll be doing that tinted black, which I'm going to use SMS Clear Black to do the tint. So that's what I'm going to use, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it all works out. If it doesn't, who's going to know apart from anyone who watches this? If it doesn't work out, there's more than one way to sort things out, so I shall manage one way or another. So all that delightful masking, and now I'm going to be peeling it all off. I can, without damaging that paint I've just done. Yeah. Oh, we have a clear bit, let's see. It's just seeing where I peeled off to where I've got to peel off. Trying to get that little square underneath so it pulls all of it off, if you know what I mean. Now, bit fiddly this bit. Easy to get it without scratching anything. That's the only problem when you've got clear parts. Now, right, what have I got left? One square. Typical, isn't it? Trying to get hold of the thing. Yeah. That's it. No, one more in there. It's hard to tell because you've got masking tape underneath. So it looks like you got it all, but you haven't, if you know what I mean. There we go, there's a... You're not really going to see it very well until I finish this next bit. You'll see it in a minute. Get this one peeled off. Seems strange, all this masking just to airbrush a little frame like that. And then have to sit there and peel all that masking off, but it is really the best way. Hand painting just wouldn't cut it, if you know what I mean. Well, I mean it might. There's some people that are very good, but with my hands, nah, too shaky. How's the car going? You can't drive it. I fixed that window issue that I had last time I was live, and I'm now doing your roof windows, your whatever, the auto roof bit. I don't know what you want to call it. Not sun visor, is it? It's the bit on the roof where he's got his windows where he can do the ejector seat and kick everybody out. That's the bit I'm doing. Hi Fred, is that too much brandy or not enough to make the hand shake? Alright Dazza, it's probably not enough, mate, to be honest with you. Nearly there. This is when I go home and I have like bits of black masking tape stuck to my hands and stuff. Right, so that is the last bit. Now, so now that, if I took that bit of masking tape off, will look like that, dark and shiny, you know, because I've painted from the inside. So next up is all that centre bit. Alright, so I'm going to use the camo SMS clear black sunroof. Yeah, that'll do. So I'm going to use the clear black. Now, the only thing I've noticed with clear black is it's a slightly blue hint to it. So we shall see how it goes. It's a slight blue hint until it gets on heavy. So same as the last paint's about 8 psi I'm spraying at. And here we go, this is the scary bit. Because this is me now tinting a window. So I'm just going to leave it like that for a minute. I'm going to let that dry. I don't want to put heavy coats on and cause a reaction. So I'm just Going to do a couple of light coats first, and then build up the layers till I get it how I want it to look. So we'll just give that a second. Hello everyone, greetings from Portugal. Hi MP, how you doing buddy? How's the weather? Should be good I hope. Should be better than here anyway. On the west coast of Scotland it is raining. Nothing new there, huh? Right, I'll give it another coat. I'm just going to build up the layers gently, because obviously it's a clear part, so I want even but good coverage. So I'm just going to keep working between the two. And build up them layers. Very nice, hot and sunny. You could send some over here, pal. That'll be good. Hi, Gardner. How are you? Long time no see. Hope you've been keeping well. You know Fred has to have too much drink when he starts posting random pictures up on Facebook. I'm always posting random pictures. There's a lot more I could post that I can't. Lots of snowflakes in the world. 22. It's about, according to my computer, outside there is about 13 degrees and showers. I think I'd rather the 22 to be honest. And it's starting to get a good tinge on that now. I can still see my finger in the middle there, and when I look through it I can still see it's getting it enough. This is the hard bit, getting it enough to be how we want it on the outside, and not too much where I lose that transparency. And that's the fine line with it. I don't even know if this is going to work, by the way. This is just pure chance in my luck. So we shall see in a minute. And if it doesn't work, there's no drama, Michael. Because it's Michael on Facebook that's watching. It's just his car once it's built. So Michael, if there's any dramas afterwards, not a problem. I've got a spare kit. And we can just paint it black and start again. But if it works, then it should be awesome. Definitely starting to get a black coating on there now. And it's looking nice and even, which is what I wanted. There I have a peek. See, I have a bit here that I can see through. That, believe it or not, looks about right. Because I have, through the masking tape, you know, I have that bit there, so I can use that as a peek to see what it looks like. And I think that is smart actually. I'll get one more. I normally say when it looks right, leave it, but I'm going to get one more little light dust in there on each one, and then we shall see what it looks like. Oh, that's run out. Here we go. Go as dark as you want. It might end up being I have to spray it black, so I'm just hoping that my little plan here has worked out and you get proper tinted windows. So I'm going to leave that as that. And if it's all gone pear-shaped and it doesn't look right, I should just spray it all black like everybody else has ever done. And that's what most people do, just spray it black. I want it to be a bit different. So we shall see in a sec. I hate this bit. I like this bit because it's trying something different. What I hate is if it doesn't work out and I'm like, all that effort. But it's worth trying. Right, that's the airbrush clean. So it was a lovely clear part. Now we shall see. Was that effort worth it? Oh man, that is right. I had to look at my post-it note not to swear. That is freaking awesome. Right, looks black with the black frame there. You can see, and you can see it's slightly different on the inside. And you should, if I can get my finger in the right place, you should be able to see. There's my finger there, look at that. That worked out. That looks smart. That really does look smart. That's awesome. You can see there, but obviously it wouldn't sit like that. That's me shining a light through it, but it's it is black, you know, but you can still see my hand moving that. So it's definitely smoked. And that, when it's sitting on there, is going to look freaking awesome, because you can see my finger is there. I'll get a photo so you can, obviously when I'm finished, and post it on Facebook and Twitter and all that, and you'll see how cool that looks, because it does look cool. That looks smart on the model, and it's just cool that I've managed to get that how I wanted it. That's proper smart, because it is tinted. I can see through just when you look through. Yep, you can just make out the interior and that lot through it, but it's proper like smoked effect. Was that a clear black? Yes, Dazza, yeah. Cheers, Michael. Thanks, Richard. Athol, 18 degrees C, but I hear from others down south heavy rain is heading up. Hopefully will happen overnight when I'm asleep. Yeah. No, that's come out really smart, man. I'm chuffed with that. And I've never tried that before, doing tinted windows like that, but you've got the slightly darker with the frame and then the tint. It's freaking awesome. And that will sit on there like that. And that looks awesome. I'm really pleased with that. I didn't expect that at all, to be honest. I expected a few issues there, or not quite even enough, or anything, you know, just I didn't expect it to look as good as that. And I've never tried that before, not with a black tinting windows. Because the problem you've always got is, you know yourselves, most of you that are model builders, you start spraying lacquer on clear parts, it just frosts it. It doesn't go clear. Do you know what I mean? Especially lacquer paint. So it was kind of a risk. The only test I'd done before I tried it was on an empty plastic container to see if if dark brown or black would be best. That is the only thing that I tested on. And you know yourself, them containers are a totally different plastic to what a model kit is, because model kits are cold cast plastic. So there was always that risk that something was going to happen that I didn't expect. But luckily it worked. So happy days. I really like that. That's come out cool, man. Can't believe I can still see my finger for it as well. It's proper like the tint. Forgot to ask, will you still get me a case when you've built the car? Yes, mate. Yeah. I'll get that sorted once it's built. Keep the dust off it for you. So, happy days. Fixed that windscreen, tinted 2 lots of windows, and done everything I needed to do. Happy chap. I've got to dust all this before I do my black. So what's left to do? We're nearly up for time anyway, but there is some bits and bobs still to do. That goes there, that goes there. Some of it's lights and stuff, so I don't want to be painting that yet. Right, this is a slightly confusing bit, because that's a license plate. Right, I'm going to need to do a little bit of research here, because I'll show you. On the back here, on the rear of the car, can you see that? So as far as I can see, you've got 2 options. You can have it where the lights and the indicators and the brake lights and all that are on, or it seems to be some sort of black grille. Now when I looked on the images originally, the grille's black, but then if I do that, you're not going to see the brake lights and indicators and all that. So I really need to look into that a little bit, because they give you it as a clear part, but it wouldn't have been a clear part, if you know what I'm saying. That I'm pretty sure, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that was black. Now if that's black, you're not going to see the indicators, and if you could see the indicators through this, technically I would need to clear black that as well, but then you wouldn't see the indicators in that because it'd be too dark still. So I need to look into that a little bit. It's got a bit too technical there all of a sudden. So I need to look at pictures, because I think some of them have got that on it and some of them haven't, and I'd rather have the indicators and the brake lights showing than cover it up with a bit of black. So I'll have to look into that bit. Front. Right, front bumper. This bit here. There's bits that go in there. Try and see what they are. 98 and 99. See, this is... I'm going to have to look into this, because again, it's like a grill piece. Now, it's a grill piece, and the problem with that is it's saying you got to paint the little microscopic little lines, which is not going to happen. Yeah, on the real car it's a black panel, but it's see-through, so use the same trick. you just did, but a lighter coat. The problem with that is, Dazza, that until you get enough coats on it, it's kind of a bluey hue colour till it gets all the coats on. So that's where it might be a bit of an issue if I did that, because it would look like a blue panel going across, if you know what I'm saying. Because the initial colour is like it's a strange kind of huey blue black until you get them layers built up, and then it goes like a black. So to do that, what I'll do, it's this piece here anyway. I'm just going to hold this up next to my clear part plastic tub I done and see how well you can see through it, just to see, because I don't want to mess it up. Alright, yeah, no, you're right, mate, yeah, we'll get away with that. You'll still see the red through it, by the looks of it. Yeah, you'll still see the red through it. Good shout there, Dazza. That's what I shall do. Well, how long we got? We've got a couple of minutes. So I think I'm just going to do that. I've got spray on that inside. Where's that colour gone? Hey, we're going to go with that. Cheers, Dazza. You can just make out the red, so you'll make out the orange as well. I think because it's so close to it, it shows it. So, oh, kitchen roll quick. I want to protect everything while I'm spraying. And no, I'm not putting carpet in it before anyone comes out with any beautiful ideas. No, that'll do, mate. There, and you can still see through. Just but it's black enough on the back there for me to be happy, and you will still see the red through there. So we shall play around, and next week when I'm live and we fit on the red, and then we stick this piece on, you shall see how it looks. So watch this space, as they say. See, I come out with a stupid idea, and then someone else encourages me to do something, and it's worked out. So happy days. Happy days indeed. And still no lag on the live, so that new cable that Ali got from my shop for the live has worked a treat. So there it is, and you will still see the red behind it. I don't want to touch it on because it might, what's it, but you can just make out the red through there. So it should be good. But we shall let that dry, and we'll see you another time. So that's that. A bit long-winded, etc., but it is what it is. We'll go back to that. So that's it for today. We've got the windscreen touched up. We've got our tinted windows and whatnot, and we played around a little bit. Happy days. So I'll lock up the shop and maybe try and take a photo so you can maybe see the tint a little bit, see how it goes, and next week we shall carry on. Maybe get this rear panel bit done there and get the red on it, and you'll be able to see. That's it with it like that. You can still see behind that. See? Awesome. No worries, Michael. I'll see you Tuesday, pal. Stop screaming at the referee. Right. So that's it anyway, guys. Cheers for popping by, commenting, saying hi, whatever. You know, thumbs up and all that. Chit chat. All good stuff. And I'll be on again next Saturday at 6 o'clock. And we'll get a bit more done. Starting to come together. I'm not going to stick the windows on yet, the sunroof on, because obviously I'm going to spray the body just shortly. But we need to get like the bumper glued on and all that kind of carry on. And I'm not going to put the light coloured bits in yet, because obviously I want to spray everything before I do that. Otherwise it's just more masking I can't be arsed with. So we'll check and make sure that there's no more body bits to put on, and if there is, we'll put them on, and then we can spray the body and then work out how I'm going to give it that shine. I've got a couple of ideas. I could just varnish it, which is quite standard. I've also got this. Looks like glass, which is really good stuff. But it's a little thick for airbrushing. It's more for dipping canopies and that. But I've got a kind of stupid idea in my head again. Another stupid idea, which you'll see when the time comes. It really does make canopies look like glass. Really does. It's like a resin kind of water-based whatever. Awesome when you're dipping. Now obviously it's a little bottle, it's a big car. I'll let you try and work out what I'm going to think of. But that's what I'm going to try and do for the body. If it goes wrong, I've got another kit. But if it goes right, it's going to be mental. But we shall see. Right guys, you take care, have a good week, and I'll see you next Saturday at 6 o'clock, and we'll carry on playing a little, some glue and plastic. Cheers guys, take care, bye bye.